Morning, gang. Um, we're doing this show over on the YouTube page because Facebook Live has been turning in some pretty piss poor numbers lately. Ever since they made this change, where you can't do custom thumbnails after you do a Facebook live stream anymore, and the views have just dropped dramatically. I think they've changed the algorithm, the way that they send out live streaming to your followers' timelines. So we're going to try this on. We're going to do this on YouTube, which we haven't done in probably a year. So I'm not sure I'll get any better results over here, but I'll just keep doing this. I'm going to try to make a habit of doing daily streams here on YouTube for a while and see if we get better results. Make sure you like the video and drop a comment in. Come on in and hang out, chit chat with us. I'm going to. I got to jump through a bunch of fucking hoops here. I got to go to YouTube, and then I got to go to the YouTube page, and I got to grab the live stream from here, and then I don't even see us streaming over here. I gotta go to my channel. All right, there it is. So this. Okay. I gotta go share this over in the social medias. Give me just a second. We're gonna get going here and start drawing in a minute. Jump on in the comments and say what's up. In the meantime, and I'll catch back up when I'm done with all this. Drawing streams over on YouTube. Come hang out and chat. Link in the comments. And I'll throw some pumpkin faces and some muscle mans. Post that. Link in the comment. Okay. Vicki, hey Kevin, I only have a few minutes, but wanted to say hello. What's up, Vicki? Nice to see you. How you been doing lately? I'm over here doing another hide my password. I'm over here doing another black and white comic. This will be the third mini comic I'm doing for the Cockhammer Lives campaign. I've already got 2 black and white mini comics done that have been, the stretch goals have been unlocked. So that's an extra 60 pages of free comics that come with the 152-page full-color Cockhammer Lives graphic novel. And this will be another 17-page black and white mini comic that's going to it's going to be another stretch goal. We're only we're doing we're $110 shy of the 11x17 poster goal, and then I'm going to add this mini comic that I'm drawing now as a further stretch goal, as a $1,200 stretch goal, and it will be finished and printed in time for the campaign to end, because I'm actually racing against time here to get this done, to get this whole comic done by this Friday, if I can get it done by this Friday, I can have it printed and ready to take with me to the Days of the Dead horror convention on the following Friday, the 9th, April 9th. I'll be in Chicago at the Days of the Dead horror convention, and I'm really fighting to get this done. It's been one of those weeks where every day there's just stuff that's pulling me away from the drawing table. It's really frustrating me. This is only it's already 1 o'clock, and this is only the second page I've had an opportunity to work on today. And I really need to be cranking out about 5 pages a day because I still have to letter the thing and do the finishing details on each page before I can fire this off to the printer. So he says, very nice, congrats. Thank you. Yeah, we what's going on over here? Yeah, campaign's doing well. We do we do small scale campaigns over here in Strangeville, and every time I always tell people, every time I hit a grand on a campaign, that means the all the materials, the printing and the shipping are all paid for, and I put a little bit of money in my pocket, and no creator can complain about getting to make exactly what they love with absolutely no compromise, and be able to put a little money in their pocket when they do so. So I'm not one of those $25,000, $30,000 crowdfunders. I'm certainly not a $100,000 crowdfunder, but here in Strangeville, we keep things small. I am a one-man staff, so I don't have a ton of overhead to pay different people, and even making $1,000 or $1,500 is a-okay with me. I used to do pre-orders for my movies back in 2007, 8, 9. I would do pre-orders through PayPal, and we would never. I experimented with doing some pre-orders with my novels on Amazon, and I never had the kind of response to pre-orders that I have with the crowdfunders. The crowdfunding has blown away even my most successful pre-order campaign that I ever did before I started the crowdfunding. So it's all good here, and it's just a matter of trying to scale up a little bit each time. Strangeville ain't for everybody. These are raunchy adult comics, and they appeal to a smaller audience than a bigger, a more mainstream style of comic booking, and that's okay. That's okay. I think there should be a place for adult comics in the comics industry. There always has been. Adult comics have been a staple of the comic book industry, and it's only been the last few decades, when everything has become corporatized and sanitized, that these comic shops and stuff have begun to shy away from even the notion of selling anything remotely adult. And it's interesting because while at the same time mainstream comics have gotten darker and less for children, they've also completely lost the actual adult comics. The actual adult comic industry is basically non-existent, while mainstream comics have become more adult than ever. It's really bizarre. It's a bizarre sort of paradox in the comic book field. But at the end of the draw Hogan's ears way too fucking big. All through this comic, I've been drawing his ears like he's got fucking elf ears. I don't know what that's about. There we go. There we go. Vicki says, if you want to stop by my channel and chill a bit, you're more than welcome. Absolutely. Yeah, let's do that. I'm usually free on Wednesday nights and Thursday nights. During the day, any day. If you want to do a daytime stream, I'm free any day. But at night, Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights are my. It used to be Wednesday and Thursday. Now it's Tuesday and Wednesday are my best nights to do that. During the day, anytime, and I would love to, and I appreciate you giving me that platform to do so, Vicki. That's awesome of you. She says, I'll even reread Dead Shit before you come on. That's cool. We're doing the collected edition of Dead Shit is also available with this Cockhammer Lives campaign. So for people that didn't get in on that Dead Shit, the Dead Shit crowdfunders when we did them last year. Was it last year? No, we did the card game crowdfunder last year. The 2018 Dead Shit crowdfunders were, or 2019 Dead Shit crowdfunders. We did the single issues 1 through 3, but now they're collected in a trade paperback that comes with this. So that's cool. Yeah, let's. I'll hit you up on Twitter. I'll DM you, and we'll figure out a time to come on and do that. The campaign. I've got the campaign running through April 20th, so there's plenty of time for us to get together and kick it. And of course, I appreciate all your support. We need more collaboration in the indie comics world, man. There's a lot of people that it's kind of an all for one for all mentality over in indie comics. Everybody wants to be the man. Nobody wants to help. All right. I don't even know if I have the camera set up in any kind of an optimal. I've got like my big ass fucking hand in the way. Can't even see what I'm drawing. I went to a comic and toy show yesterday. That's why I've got a fucking weird Z on my hand. That's not like a rash in the shape of a Z. That's a stamp from going to a comic and toy show yesterday. It's really weird to have these shows start to kick back off again, man. Having that whole year off. My buddy wanted to go to this comic and toy show, and I was like, at this point, you call me up and ask me to go look at a hole in the ground with you, and I'm down, man. We haven't been able to do anything in a fucking year, so it's refreshing, to say the least, to be able to go back out in public again. And that show we went to yesterday had probably 200 people walking around, and they put on a show for social media talking about, the tables are socially distanced and please keep 6 feet apart. Oh, those tables were smashed up right against each other. There was probably 75 vendors in this hall, and they were all, butted right up next to each other. And there was certainly no socially distancing going on in the crowd. We were all wearing stupid face diapers, but everybody was on top of each other, and it was a good time, man. It felt like normal human fucking interaction for the first time in a long, long time. I'm so glad that nightmare year is behind us, and I've got a bunch of shows lined up this year. Vicki says my DMs are open at the Vickiverse on Twitter. One of these coming Wednesdays. Hell yeah! Sounds like a plan, Vicki. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna shill some weirdo comics. See if we can get some. I call this like alternative programming. People want those. People want the superhero comics. They like the indie comics, and I provide the weird adult underground comics for little Timmy likes the superhero comics, and Timmy Senior, Dad, Timmy Dad can appreciate some weird adult comics. That's how I see things. This is an important one that I'm doing now. This is called Nixon and Hogan Hate Comics, and it is it's kind of like I've been out on the road at conventions for about 15 years, selling my films and selling my novels, but I haven't been out on the road selling my comic books yet. Vicki says, I have to go. It's been nice. You have a great day. You too, Vicki. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll hit you up, and we will take care of business one of these Wednesday nights coming up. See you later. This is an important comic because this is me kind of ranting and selling myself as a comic artist. I sort of tell the story of why I started doing comics in this comic, and I plan on mass producing this as a free giveaway comic at conventions. Just a quick Sean says, I missed the con so much. I've been watching your convention videos on YouTube. We've got some badass convention videos here on the YouTube page. There's all kinds of weird. That was from my convention run, and I think we started that run in 2012. That run went from 2012 to like 2015, 16, and we got some cool fucking videos from that run. As you can see, watching those videos, the energy out there is like nowhere else, man. I ran some dudes down. I had some publishing partners that were trying to hang with me on the road, and I just wore them out. I think it was 2013. I did like 14 conventions, which is, I was doing some months I would have 3 weekends out of the month I was on the road, and I wore these dudes down. They could not fucking hang. Started making excuses for why they didn't want to come out on the road. Oh man, it was a good fucking time, man. We really put a dent in the market, and I plan on doing the exact same thing with the comic books, except this time that run that you're watching on YouTube, I had retired the hack movies. I didn't have any of my feature films for sale out there on the road. I was strictly because I was trying to push myself as a fiction author, and I had spent a ton of time on the road selling movies, and I didn't want people to just see the movies on the table and buy those and be like, yeah, I don't read books. I wanted to really like force people's hands, like, you're either going to buy books from me or buy nothing from me. And we sold a lot of books that way. But these days, the plan is to take everything out on the road. All the movies, all the novels, all the comics. The card game is going to be out there with us, and I am obsessed with creating a Strangeville merchandise line of really cool merch, and that is going to be a staple of the Strangeville tables at conventions. Is going to be some awesome hats and shirts and hoodies and shit like that. Since I've been going to Cinema Wasteland since the first one, been going to Horror House since 2010, both in Indy and Cincinnati. Yeah, I think my first Horror Hound was 2000. It was their inaugural show in Indianapolis, so it was either 2006 or 2007. I can't remember which year Horror Hound started, but I believe their first show was Indianapolis, and they added Cincinnati to to their show list a couple of years later. I think that's how it went. It might have started with Cincinnati. If I'm wrong, you can correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure we did the very first Horror Hound that ever happened. And I love the Horror Hound shows. I mean, they're to the point. Those Horror Hound shows are to the point that they are just, man, we've had some years where the fire marshal would shut them down. I'm sure you know that. I'm sure you participated in some of those where the fire marshal was like, nobody else in this room until people clear out. And the fire marshal would like count how many people were in the room before they would let more people in. And it was like thousands of people jam packed, into that one, big room. And man, that was good fucking times. I've only been to Cinema Wasteland one time. We got a table one time, and the Cinema Wasteland crowd is not real conducive to books. A super cool, awesome indie film crowd. I remember the whole time saying, if I had the movies here, they'd be going over like gangbusters. Because I would see people walking around Cinema Wasteland with fucking bags with like 50 fucking DVDs in these bags, where they were just walking around buying every indie movie that was, being sold at the show. And I was like, fuck, this would be a great show to have the movies at. But the books, they didn't go over so well. So we didn't end up doing Cinema Wasteland a second time, because it's actually pretty far. It's 8 hours from me, and that's the furthest out. Normally I keep the distance that I travel to about 6 hours. And Cinema Wasteland was a little bit out of the way, and then the crowd just wasn't into the novels. But these days, with the raunchy adult comics, the DVDs and everything, I think that we would do great with the Cinema Wasteland audience. And I've actually been talking to my buddy Todd. You probably know, Sean, you go to all of them. You probably know Todd Kennedy. Todd Kennedy sells his art out there, and he also sells, lately he's been selling like EC horror comics, old back issues of horror comics. But he wants to retire from the scene, I think, maybe. I mean, he talks about it. Maybe he'll keep going for another 10 years, but he talks about maybe retiring from the scene. And I'm like, Todd, dude, let me take over your table at Cinema Wasteland when you if you do decide to retire from it. And we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure that Ken, the guy that runs it, I'm not sure that he would be too keen on giving me another shot, because I didn't end up renewing my contract for a second table. And Ken's kind of the kind of guy that, he's really prideful about his show, and he has every right to be. Like, he puts on, I mean, Cinema Wasteland is one of the most unique shows that goes on in the convention scene. Like, once you've been to a Cinema Wasteland, you're like, there's nothing like it. So I'm not sure Ken would be too keen on giving me my own table, but maybe if Todd retires from the scene, maybe he'll let me take over Todd's table. We'll see how it goes. I think the next time, Sean says, I'm in Toledo, Ohio. Yes, I know Todd. Todd's a cool dude. He's a great dude. What's I gonna say? I think there's a you'll know this better than me. There's a Cinema Wasteland scheduled for October this year, right? I don't know if they've canceled it or not, but it's going on at the same time as I'm scheduled to appear as a guest at Fright Night Film Fest in Louisville, Kentucky, and I believe it's the same weekend as the Cinema Wasteland October show. So I was going to just go to Cinema Wasteland this year just as a fan, just buy a ticket and maybe sell stuff out of my backpack. But I'm going to be in Louisville, and they might not have it anyway. They might cancel it anyway. So I'm not sure that that's even going to happen. Sean says, yep, Ken works it and is Loyal to his regulars. I have a table the next time they actually have a show. That's cool. What do you sell? What do you sell at the Cinema Wasteland? Leave it like that. That's looking good. I want to do shows everywhere this year. Like I said, if my buddies called me up and asked me to go look at a fucking hole in the ground, I'd be down. I'm so fucking tired of sitting around the house. This. Nope. That works. That. The trials and tribulations of trying to draw a bomb. There we go. And it's going to come up like this. We're going to see it from that angle. All right. All right. Sean says, my dad and his friend are horror hosts, Tar and Feathers Psycho Cinema. That's cool. We should talk sometime. Actually, a comic colorist. I'm currently working with Source Point Press on a couple projects. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I want to get to a point here. You know, if we start getting these campaigns to where they're doing 5-10 grand, I want to hire a colorist and I want to hire an inker too, to help speed along the process and be able to put more, so I can put more comics out. Right now I can do maybe 2 full-length comics a year. If I had a creative team, I would like to do 4 a year. That would be cool. So this page is pretty much done. What I'm doing is I'm running through the entire book and doing the inks, but I'm only doing like an ink outline. Then I'll go through and letter everything. And then when I come back through, since this is going to be a black and white mini comic, then I'll come through and I will do a lot more detail. And so these pages aren't just going to be this skimpy. This is just the outline layer. And then I'll go through, add some background stuff, go in and noodle in a bunch of shading detail, like sit here and stipple in, a bunch of stuff like this. Add more texture lines and folds, things of that nature, and really punch up the material. But that's always the last step I do. I do that after I do the lettering layer. So just trying to race through and get all 17 pages done. I don't know if I'm going to get this done by Friday. This is I like to push myself creatively and give myself these crazy deadlines to work on, but this one might get me. This one might just win the battle. We'll see. All right. That's that. So I'm going to put the campaign up here before we get out of here. Going here. here, here, here. All right. Camera Lives, the graphic novel. Let's refresh this, see if anybody bought in while we were hanging out. Nope, we're sitting at $8.90. We're $110 shy of the 11 by 17 poster. Let's scroll through here. Scroll through the campaign. These are some pages from the book, censored because dicks and tits and pussies and things like that aren't allowed on the Indiegogo. That's just some pages from Camera Lives, the graphic novel, 152-page full-color graphic novel. So we hit our $500 goal. We hit our $600 stretch goal number 1, which is the 30-page Rocco and Sarsaparilla Sickness Time story mini black and white comic. We hit our $700 goal, which is the 30-page mini black and white comic Neon Guts. That's thrown in, so we're already 60 free pages of comics. $800 goal is this Camera Lives graphic novel die cut poster. Those are here, done, ready to ship. We hit that goal, and we're $110 shy of this stretch goal, which is a four pinup 11 by 17 poster with 4 pinups from the interior pages of Camera Lives, the graphic novel. It's a cool ass looking poster. It looks great in person. Bunch of really cool pinup pages. We're only $110 shy of that goal, and then if we hit that goal, if we hit $1,000, I live right by the firehouse, so we get fire trucks screaming through here all the time. Sorry about that. If we hit that $1,000 goal for the poster, then I'm going to unlock a $1,200 goal, and you get Nixon and Hogan Hate Comics, the book I'm working on right now, which is an additional 17 pages, which will bring us up to a crazy 77 pages of black and white comics that come with your 152-page full-color Camera Lives graphic novel. I'm going to play this trailer real quick, and then I'm going to get out of here. Let's watch this trailer together.
Oh, hey, gang. It's Kevin Strange here, straight up out of quarantine. Get my hat, please. Thanks. And what do I got for you today, man? We just did a whole graphic novel piece while in lockdown, man. The whole year we've been working on a brand new fucking comic piece called
Camera Lives, the graphic novel. 152 pages of full color, uncut, uncensored insanity.
Camera Lives, the graphic novel, all up on that Indiegogo piece from now till April 20th, 2021. That's right, Smoke Weed Day. And as a bonus, we got stretch goal goodies. If we hit that little $500 goal, we get these black and white mini comics set in a strange new universe that come free with your graphic novel. Jump in now, gang. You don't want to miss out on this epic Strangeville event.
Sean was asking, trying to back right now, what DVD do you recommend? I recommend you grab the Camera DVD because Camera Lives, the graphic novel, is it's a sequel to the Camera film. It's set 10 years in the future, so it's a completely standalone story by itself. But the graphic novel is way cooler if you know the backstory of Camera, the movie. Definitely that, and Camera is my favorite of all my films. So check that out if you want to grab that as your free DVD. Well, I don't think it's free, but it's cheap. I think the DVD adds like $5 to the campaign, so it ain't costing you much. But I appreciate your support. If you go in there and grab that tier, that'll put us over $900 and get us that much closer to that $1,000 goal with the. Let's see what I got here. That's the sarsaparilla mini comic. I've got that right here. I don't see any. Oh, here. There's the Neon Guts mini comic. There's the Cockhammer Lives 4-inch die cut sticker that comes with the campaign, and I made this bonus sticker, this bonus Cockhammer head sticker that comes with it too. So as you can see, all the material. I've got the graphic novel around here somewhere too. I don't know where. Here's one. Dropping shit on the floor. God damn it. There's Cockhammer Lives, the graphic novel. So one of the things that separates the Strangeville crowdfunders from a lot of other crowdfunders is we already have our shit printed and ready to ship. Like this is this book's done. It's sitting here. It's waiting to ship to you. All the stretch goals are done. The poster's around here somewhere too. So all these stretch goals are done. The only one I'm working on is that Nixon and Hogan Hate Comics book, but it'll be finished and printed by next week at the latest. So it'll be by the time the campaign ends on April 20th on 4/20. It'll be long. It'll be here long before that. So everything, but as soon when the campaign ends, everything will be here and ready to ship out to you guys. So we have a guarantee. We guarantee that if you back our crowdfunder, you get your material. Sean says backed, not baked yet. Let's see what we got here. Drop this down. Let me put that. Hang on, let me put this back up. Put the campaign back up, and we'll refresh that page. Boom. $930. Sean came through for us. Let's blow that up. Boom. $930. So now we're only $70 shy of that poster goal. I appreciate you coming in on the campaign, Sean. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to the Strange Heads. How do I get that back to? There we go. And you know, I hope you love this comic. I hope you love the movie, and I hope to see you at Cinema Wasteland. Like I said, maybe not this time because I'll be down in Louisville, Kentucky during that show, but definitely we'll hook up at a Horror Hound or something, and we'll kick it and share some drinks or something, and you can tell me what you think of the old graphic novel. I'm gonna call the stream there, and I'm going to work on some more pages of Nixon and Hogan Hate Comics offline. So people watching this, remember you get your look how it's look how fucking thick that thing is. 152 full color pages. That's the proof copy. If you haven't backed it yet, jump in and back it. Sean came in today, hooked us up. He says he'll spread the word, and we'll talk to all you guys later. Thank you so much for backing the book today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Kevin Strange in Strangeville.